Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Hope all is well. So, I'm back with another video, another live. I'm sorry. About CJ So Cool. I don't know how it gets this far where the children are now into it. It's very sad. It's very sad, and a lot of times I just don't understand how the kids get into it. I do understand that, you know, it it's hard as a victim, alleged victim of this situation, um, for to come out, you know. But and I see so many comments, it's ridiculous, but you know, karma is real. Karma is real. But you guys, yeah, this is what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about CJ So Cool, his daughter Kamari, and because she has inserted herself into it. Um, his new girlfriend. Like I don't know, this is like what the fourth, fifth new girlfriend he has had within the last 2 years. Bringing all these different women around his daughter and his son. Something is not right. Something is not right. The guy can't be by himself. He just can't be by himself. Something is not right with this guy, allegedly. But yes. So we're gonna get started. Like I said, as you come in, please hit that like button. Please, please, please hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, go follow me on Instagram at Live with Loyalty. Go follow me on Facebook, Shanna Williams. Also, I am on TikTok at Live with Loyalty. I would gladly appreciate it. So let's get into it. I'm not trying to, be on this all day. You know, I just seen CJ's last video, and it's quite disturbing to me. It's quite disturbing to me. It seems like all a joke to him and his family. No one really can speak from a alleged victim position. They weren't there. They don't know exactly what went on. Even the mother, Rosie, did not know exactly what was going on, right? So I don't understand why people can be like, well, he didn't do this, and not get, what I'm saying? I understand that's your dad and you have to stick up for your dad. But you know, even while sticking up for your dad, I really think a child should stay in a child's place. But I never really said anything bad about Kamari. Because I felt bad for Kamari, because I felt like Kamari was in the middle of two parents, between CJ So Cool and her mom not liking Royalty and her kids. You know what I'm saying? I always said that this whole thing was a setup, and I feel as though Kamari was the innocent one in it, but it seems like she followed in that trap, of being manipulated, as well as how those kids were manipulated when him and Royalty were together. But at some point is where they woke up and realized who really was the prize, and they were. No matter how much he tries to bash them, and I feel like when people talk about, like when he talks about them, like he talks about them, you miss that money flowing in, CJ. You miss that money coming in from that family, because that's who everybody was watching. But you made yourself, let me tell you how you made yourself stand out. You were behind that camera, you talked so much, so you made yourself stand out in that way. You bashed them, you always had the camera on them. Just because you talk doesn't mean you were the main focus and the one that making the money. But since you had the audacity to put everything in your name and use that family, this is why you got a lot of people believe in what you say because you're very manipulative. You care about no, you barely care about yourself with all these women coming back and forth. Now if a woman would have did that, people would have been dogging them out because they have all these different type of men coming in and out of their house. You have not seen Roger with no different type of men coming in and out of her house. She was dealing with one guy, as far as the internet knows, just one guy, and that was Rico. And he was cool and smooth as I don't know what. But you didn't, what, 2, 3, 4, what, females? When one leave, you flirting with another one. Like, you can't be alone. Like, you're hiding things of who you really truly are. To me, just to me, and allegedly. But I just can't get how you and your daughter set up that. I see so many videos, and a lot what y'all saying, y'all are proving Royalty and her family right on how they were treated behind the scenes. I remember a Q&A video with Royalty and her kids, and I think Leon and Royalty had a Q&A video, and someone asked, basically, how does it feel, do he miss CJ? He was like, I kind of do, but nobody knows what used to go on behind the scenes. It was, basically it wasn't right, behind the scenes, so the world should see now with how Kamari was talking about how she did this to Carnation, fought Carnation, and almost every day, but you had the world thinking like they were being so mean to Kamari. You had the world thinking like they were being so mean to Kamari. And in the video, I also noticed that Kamari was saying things about Royalty and blacking Julia's eye. You know how that happens when you sit up there and you manipulate the whole situation and tell their mom the things that they were doing, and then you turn around and Kamari's like, I wish I had the videos. It's in my other phone. I wish I had the videos. That is a child that needs to stay in a child's place. See, when Carnation showed the video of Kamari being manipulated and being coached, she was talking to CJ. She was not talking to Kamari. She was basically saying that you're saying my mom coached us in a video, but now look at this. You coach Kamari in a video and you're literally up there coaching her. CJ, you could pick up the camera at any time and try to make yourself seem so right, but you can't fool those ones that are woke from the things that you do. This is crazy. The children shouldn't even be in this. Jalea, she spoke out, and that should have been that. And then make it so bad, Jalea said she just want to move on because she knows that, they continue on getting backlash. If they can't, unless somebody else comes out and proves that this stuff was done to them, of course she has to move on with her life And that's what she said. So how does it end up where the kids are going into it now? Kamari, I remember when you used to be like, I miss Carnation. I miss them. They're some good people. You know? Um, let me go ahead and do this. Everything on my live is for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. Everything is of my opinion. It's my opinion. Who cares, right? Just a small content creator, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm just saying, I just don't get it. So, like I said, come on in, hit that like button, and show me some love down there in the comments. Let me know what you think of this live, and say hey, how you doing as you come in. Something, just greet as you come in, like your grandmama and your granddaddy taught you. Okay, let's get started because it's just all over the place. It's so much, right? So like I said, Carnation, which is Royalty's daughter, she was just, saying like you're talking about someone coaching, because CJ So Cool was saying that Royalty kids were coached when, in one video, when Royalty said that he hit her, and he pulled out the camera. We don't know what he did before he pulled out that camera, but one thing for sure, he was coaching Kamari on what Carnation, the video Carnation said. So this is just a whole bunch of mess, and like I said, the children shouldn't be involved, and it's just ridiculous at this point. Like, now a victim, and now, you know she's trying to move on with her life. Royalty and her family is trying to move on with their life. And this guy, he just won't leave them alone. He has to mention their name. That's where you get your money, your your clicks and views. That's where you get your money, And so it's just crazy to me, how this all is in and out. So I wanna play see some of CJ's video. Let me go. Let me download this right fast. Um Let me download something right fast. I'll be right with you. Okay, so this is CJ So Cool, his daughter Kamar, and his girlfriend. Like the third or the fourth girlfriend. It's weird, And as I look at the video, the girlfriend is looking at them like, oh, what have I got myself into? It's just weird. You will have to go back and you will have to watch the video. So I'm gonna play some moments of his video. I really don't like hearing him, but he's not talking as much as Kamari and in this video. He's talking and it's aggravating, but long as he ain't the only one talking, I probably can deal with it. But, here we go. Quincy. Okay. And we're here to just address some things, man. We've been seeing the video circulating online. We already all know the allegations. And for those of you that don't know the allegations, I'm sorry that we just keep bringing this up. Honestly, after the detectives sent my lawyer the document saying that this little thing was dropped, I felt like it would be no more video. First of all, this guy said this little thing. You know what I'm saying? Downplaying the whole situation. Manipulation at its finest. Narcissist at its finest.
for me to do on this topic, but it seems that the other side just can't keep my name out of their mouth, and they keep making these videos, putting on makeup, sitting in front of the camera, crying and lying, and then they hopping on TikTok, crip walk.
Talking about the video that Royalty and her daughter made. Listen, people, this man is going off what you guys say in his comments, what you are believing. If you everyone in his freaking comments that's viewing him would have believed Jalea, that man would have been around there breaking down. Okay? This is not about Pixar. It's what's true and what's false. These are allegations until he's proven guilty. These people are saying they need more evidence. They didn't say anything about he won anything. They didn't say that, oh, CJ, you did not do it. Only his viewers are the people. I ain't gonna say viewers because I'm viewing it now, and alleged to everything. I don't believe a lot of shit that CJ say. CJ gets on here and he puts a show on for everybody, and what he does with his manipulation, he goes through the comments and see what you guys say. We ain't got the bad ones and keep the good ones in there, and he feeds off those, allegedly. Because in everything, I'm sitting up here, I'm like, this is a lot of what people, what he's saying is a lot of people in his comments saying. It's like he goes off his comments and he's feeding off those. And he come back and he say something. And he, what I'm saying, he damn near repeats damn near everything. Cause he don't believe she thinks. He think this is a joke until it becomes real. Because one thing about it, like I said, karma is real, CJ. Y'all keep picking and you keep talking. You don't want to be taken away from your daughter. The same one that's up here taking up for you. And not living this life that you love so much. So I really feel like CJ needs to humble himself. Because you still have a victim over there that you didn't have to downplay it. You didn't even have to downplay the family. You could have just moved on. You know what I'm saying? So give me this. I want to know why you did this. I want to know why. Why did you apologize to them? Why did you apologize to them? Why did you apologize to them? You text them, CJ, and you apologize to them. And you said you were sorry for all what you did to her and her children. I'm not understanding. So I'm just trying to get why you do that. So back to you guys.
So it's kind of confusing to me and for some of the internet. So for us to be able to do what we do comfortably, I felt like it was time for me to stand up for myself. And not only just me, but Kamari as well. You got some things to say too, right?
Yeah, of course.
And what about you, Kay?
Absolutely.
Because Kay always telling me she getting DMs and messages from people saying things like, oh, why are you with him? You know what he did. And of course, Kamari, I hear her arguing all day long. Either it's with them or it's with some hater trolls that's trying to jump on the bandwagon. And then, of course, you got me, the person that stays out of the most trouble. Even though online I seem like I'm a troll, I'm a joke, I'm a cornball, I'm always messy. Trust me, honest to God, y'all do not know me at all. I have never been more happy to keep the drama out of my life. All I talk about is getting money and getting to it.
But you come back on here and start some more drama. You've never been a bigger person. You've always been the person that started it. Always. And when those people, Royalty and her family, retaliate, everybody goes to bashing them. Everybody goes to bashing them. Now remember, these are the people that made you millions. Made you millions. And your daughter has the nerve to sit up there and talk when, baby, she wasn't there making all that money with them. She could, you always used to be like, her mom won't let her come down. And then when she was younger, she was barely there. So these children were making all the money. Royalty and her children, her family. And I wish everybody would stop calling him a stepdad, because that is not a stepdad. The stepdads, real stepdads, don't come on here and bash who you think you so-called took care of, and they really took care of themselves. You did take you, they took care of you. I can't stand manipulative, narcissistic people like this, you know. And then I'm looking at the video, okay? You have to go look at the video if you want to. But just by hearing the things that they say, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? This little girl, Kamara, would not have the life that she have if it wasn't for that family. You need to understand their madness, because you have been bashing this family forever, ever since you put them out. Like, you did that. So why continue on why continue on bashing them? It's not funny no more. And for the life of me, I don't understand why Royalty would not do anything about it. Stop allowing this man to speak on y'all name. Stop allowing the daughter, the baby mama, whatever she is, because one thing I respect about this new girlfriend, she didn't say anything bad about Royalty. And as far if I was hearing this video right, she didn't say anything bad about Royalty. She really was looking at them like, and that's the first time I think I seen him with a girlfriend that didn't. Of course, she's not gonna last that long. She's not doing what you want her to do against Royalty and her family. Every girl that you had came in there, played their role. I think this one, I ain't see her say anything. This last one, but I don't know how the one before was. You have so many, so I can't keep up. I just cannot keep up. Like, I don't want to keep up with you like that. But I know after Royalty, every time after Royalty them sits up there and they come and they defend themselves and speak on their situations, you always have something to say. So I know to go next after I see Royalty's video, to me, after I hear the truth, I go to yours. And here you go. You come with the lies. And everybody's saying, everybody's feeling sorry for Kamara. Do you not understand that family being bashed for 2 years straight? Each and every one of them. But yet, Kamari is the one that always get bashed. And I hear her say, well, why y'all don't say anything about, Carnation? And girl, they've been saying shit about this family for 2 years straight, and they still saying it today. They shouldn't be talking about the kids, period. This is all what's put in this young lady's head, this young little girl's head. Because I don't know, ain't she just 11 or 12? And you got to understand, Jalea had to go through this. Not Kamar, not Carnation. But their anger is valid. Their anger is valid. Not everybody finna get on here and be crying because, first of all, they know you don't give a fuck, but they trying to, explain the truth before he come with his lies. Like he doing now.
About views, videos, or brand deals, you're not hearing me talk about it. But of course, I gotta defend myself when my daughter is screaming and ready to fight. You know what I'm saying?
A narcissist always plays a victim. A manipulative type of person always plays the victim. And I want you to listen to his daughter very closely. Very closely. It's sad. They once upon a time really cared about each other. And it just breaks my heart that this is going on. Because not only have Kamari stayed quiet, so has Carnation. So has Jalea. They have, and so has Leon. They have been bashed over and over again. And you know the cause of Kamari's bashing? Her very own dad. She's turning into him.
Y'all is weird. Why y'all still making this scenario about my father? Y'all know how I come behind him. Y'all know I got in that fight 4th grade here. But y'all don't play on my father. I don't know why y'all think this is that. But y'all not gonna keep playing here, sitting here acting crazy like he didn't do everything for y'all. Then, if the real case was he touched you, why you didn't say that when he was recording y'all? Oh, because he didn't touch you, you little weird. Like, how do you go from getting touched to be gay? Like, you don't even know what you want to be. Like, you fatty. Like, oh, calm down. Whoa, guys, this is unscripted.
That right there, she said this is he's saying this is unscripted. You know what? Has it been scripted up until that point? Are you telling her how to do it and which way you want her to do it? The same thing you try to blame royalty for doing to her kids? Okay, yeah, okay. But the things that this young girl is saying, you can obviously tell how they speak around her. You can obviously tell. And you can obviously tell CJ keeps up a lot of mess between her and those kids. A real parent's like, cut it off right here. Y'all not finna do this. Y'all not finna do this. Because once upon a time, Kamari, and I just want to play some of this. Once upon a time, y'all cared about each other, right? What is this? I don't understand what's going on.
But Nation and Kamari, they do go to the same school.
That's one.
But
okay.
Nation and Kamari, they do go to the same.
Hold up before I play that video. Let me show you how CJ continues to instigate. He's always been the instigator in these situations. Always. He made it where these children didn't like each other. The baby mamas didn't like, the baby mama didn't like royalty. It seems like to me, though royalty and her kids were the ones going through it. Everybody think it was Kamari that was getting dogged out. Everybody think it was the baby mama getting dogged out. No, this guy was sitting right in everybody's face. And behind the scenes, that family was getting dogged out. Working on camera, doing the work, making him the millions, and still getting dogged out. Now, yeah, true enough, it's for, the parent to be like, look, you ain't finna do us like this. Of course, I feel like royalty stood up for herself and her children. But I also feel like royalty was so stressed out, she had to face the demons of CJ so cool. But at the same time, feel sorry for him. But you never feel sorry for a guy more than you feel sorry for your own children. Because this is just what he has done is ridiculous. But no parent is perfect. But this man right here is sick. This man child, he is sick. Because you could have kept that little kid's beef behind the freaking scenes. You look even more like a man child now that you brought it to the forefront. Didn't even know anything about it. Y'all could have went back and forth and that would have died down. people would have caught it and be like, okay, because eventually it was gonna stop. Because of course Carnation feels some type of way. That was her sister that it happened to, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you don't have a reason to say anything. If your dad did not do anything to you like that, of course, just be quiet and just move on. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to respond. But they said let the leash off of Kamari. Let her go ahead and say anything. Let her curse, do whatever she want. Let her say whatever she want about them. They want some real beef. Okay. They want a fight to happen. They want everything to happen with these kids. These are kids. This girl talking like a grown person on the internet, and I don't even care. And look,
Dad, please, we have to play with Uno real quick.
Baby, we gotta go to the mall.
No, we gotta wait for somebody.
Who?
I'm gonna.
I ain't on my freaking camera. Who we waiting on? Nation?
Yes.
What you not bringing her, bro? I'm sorry.
You can go pick her up.
I don't know where she lives.
Address.
I'm not asking her again for her address. Can you tell Kamari that she gonna enjoy herself like she been doing with me and you?
No.
Please tell her. You want Nation to come all of a sudden because Nation hopped on the phone when I was talking to the twins, and now you want her to come.
Y'all wanna hang out?
No, actually, I said, Nation, you want to come to my house? And Nation said, yeah. Then Kamari started saying, oh yeah, bring her. Oh my God. Now look, Lexi sad.
Why am I sad?
Because she don't want to hang with you no more.
Well, Avi, but you're gonna trade her? You're gonna trade me?
She's a traitor.
No. I knew it longer.
Oh, that's really messed up. I knew it longer. Who's more funner?
Nation.
Who's more cooler?
Lex.
Who does more for you?
Both.
Both?
It's not about who does. We can all be friends.
Oh.
You don't have to be like, oh, she's better, by the way.
that's my thing. See, CJ, by the way, that was another girlfriend before all of them got the bubble face. Everything's big on their face, damn near. I mean, for some reason he's liking that. But this is why I talk about the instigate. And then how did it turn into this?
Cause this little bitch got me fucked up. Hold on. I never laid a finger on you, Carnation. Are we for real right now? You literally got your ass whooped in front of everybody. Remember that party? Maybe we was in that house that had that big sleeping party. You remember that party? Yeah, that party. Got your ass whooped that same day. I don't know who you feel like, but mind you, this is Kamari you're arguing with. You remember how bad your ass gets treated? Hello? I used to beat your ass almost every day. Are you okay? What? Huh? Hello? Excuse me? What? Never laid a finger on you. It's a whole video. I mean, whoop your ass in boxing. How can I whoop your ass in boxing, street fight? Shit, everything. You're weak. You're weak sauce. You're not nothing. You text people telling people that you need that from me, but you're not telling that to me. Why are you telling that to people and not me? Are you okay? Are you scared? Hello? That was weird. Why y'all still making this to me?
But Nation and Kamari, they do go to the same school. I'm not sure if they have any classes together. I don't know anything. All I know is I just got a phone call from CJ saying, I guess Kamari called him saying something about being Nation's friend. Nation didn't want to be Kamari's friend, and he was saying that hopefully they don't get into it and blah, 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 and asking me, did I coach Nation not to be Kamari's friend and blah, 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 blah. Look, I have not seen Carnation since I dropped her off at school. Carnation actually does not have a phone like that. It's actually my old phone, but she just uses it at home. And if Carnation chooses not to be somebody's friend because of what has transpired over the last couple of months, let it be. Like, I cannot control who Carnation wants to be friends with, and Carnation can't control who her friends want to be friends with, because I heard that Carnation friend wanted to be friends with Kamari, but Nation said something like, oh, you can't be her friend, or some bull crap that's going on. So I did get a call from the other side, and I heard that you did see Kamari, and you did not speak. Exactly. Okay, and I also heard that one of your friends want to be her friend, and you told her not to be her friend.
When I say that.
You said you didn't say that?
No.
So which one of your friends want to be Kamari's friend?
Baby brother. I didn't tell her to be her friend. But I didn't tell her to not be her friend. I just said.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Nation was not told not to talk to the other side. I mean, Nation has her own way of thinking. Nation has her own way of feeling. And Nation has her own group of friends, I'm assuming. So, I mean, if she chooses not to speak to somebody and does not want to say hi, that's just on Nation. I can't control that. But other than that, Nation, your day was great.
See, he clearly calls royalty and instigates things. That right there, how could you not understand when you clearly have been bashing this family? You're such a manipulator, man. You've been bashing this family for 2 years straight. Most of your revenue is coming from this family, although you sold your other page allegedly with all of them. That was their money too. And you still trying to drag money out of them by keeping their name in your mouth. Because they not talking about you like that. And they not bashing you like that. What did y'all expect Rosie to do when the allegations came out to her about you? But everybody's blaming Rosie. If it was your child, I would hope you would get on your shit and handle it and take it to CPS. So, you know, all of those people that are sticking up for this guy, talking about, well, if Rosie knew back then, clearly her daughter said she did lie. She did lie. But her daughter said she came back and she stood up for herself in 2024 because she seen an incident, heard about an incident that was going on with her little sister. Between her little sister and Kamar, they said Kamar, which is the one in the middle, was allegedly touching the younger sister, which is CJ's, one of CJ's twins. She's a girl. Royalty and CJ have twins together. It's a boy and a girl. Cordero and Cardea. It was Daya who Kamari, which is right here in the middle, was supposedly touching. Okay? So you can't let allegations like that go over your head. Like, are you serious? Y'all getting mad at her and saying she coached her. The little girl said it. The little girl said it. Does every time. I feel like when people accuse, like CJ said that people are coaching, Royalty is coaching them, I feel like that's what CJ does, you know, and he has to put that off on somebody else. Just like I said, y'all give this man the leeway to say the things that he says. He says the things that he says because he is listening to his viewers, the people that are in his comments, his fans. He listened to y'all comments and he put 2 and 3 and 4 together and make a storyline. He makes that story come together where, okay, I'm gonna say this about Charlene. I'm gonna say that about those kids. It could have been them that broke him out. They, you know, ain't some little gangsters. You should know what fucking gangsters is. You're from Indiana, okay? Close to Chicago. You should know where this. Stop acting like you out of touch with life and where you came from. Because you still got that in your head, and I still think you used that family from the beginning. I do think you used Royalty and her family. They were your bait. That's what I feel like. They were your bait. You talking about how fast she got with you. You ain't had no problem getting fastly with her, did you? And moving in with her, because you didn't have to do that either. But now you done got these children into it. For what? You've been leading this along the whole time. You've been doing this the whole time. Okay? But like I said, I'm not finna stay on this video that long. And this is some more teasing.
I got my hair hurting out here. Like, my motherfucking head hurt and shit. I keep coming back. Like, stop posting. Like, I'm sick of y'all.
Anyway, yeah, y'all, she right. My head's starting to hurt. All this back and forth. He say, she say, they say, her, him. We tired of y'all. Literally, like, what is y'all gonna do? Is y'all not pulling up? Is y'all got some money to go to court?
What?
Wait, they don't got no money.
No
What
money.
am I
They ain't got no house, no apartment, no house.
car?
No. Where's your room? How?
Emotional, that
Let me call up Uber real quick.
Imagine. Oh my
Y'all
God.
in Ubers every day.
Bro, it's 2025. I don't even think they can get an Uber. They just be in the crib. Y'all literally some house sitters, local ass bit. Lab. Hold on. Y'all don't go nowhere. Literally, we out the country, in the country, all over the country. Y'all still in the set. Wait, no, they went to Houston. Again. How many times y'all go to Houston? We don't care.
Literally.
The only time I care is when you went to my boy Funny Mike house. Shout out to Funny Mike. But listen, nothing can ever bother us. You out there for a funeral. You're not on vacation. You ain't spending no money. The money you is spending, see, the school gave it to you. Don't ever forget you was out. Oh my God, thank you. I never imagined this.
I appreciate it.
Okay, girl, you need every penny.
Okay.
First of all, did y'all hear when he said they're out in Texas for a funeral? Royalty grandmama passed away. And this is what they do. This is what they do. They come onto the internet, still bashing his family. Just because they don't have the money flashing in the face or in the camera does not mean they don't have any money. Because that family's been doing great without you, CJ. They've been doing great. Just like I said, they were the prize. They were the ones that made you those millions. But you'll never get it because you have your fans that don't give two shit. They want to lie to you and tell you you're doing everything right just to keep up with some content. It's not cool. And y'all just remember how y'all sitting up there laughing. Karma is real. Karma is real. You're laughing at this family in a time of grief. And if they were broke, why would you laugh at them being broke? You know what I'm saying? Did they laugh at you when you lost all your jobs and then you had to come stay with Royalty and her mom? Did they laugh at you? Or did they take care of you? Y'all remember when you do people like this. I'm telling you, when you start bashing people like this, you're gonna fall, man. Only thing, what his problem is, he's struggling to stay up. You needed that family. Your daughter on that cousin, just getting carried away, ready to fight. Always the first thing is to fight. Same with a mother. You always the first thing is to tell lies and want to sit up there and start mess, bring everybody else into it that's on your side. They don't even be knowing what the hell going on, but you brought them into the mess. You're manipulative. I feel sorry for your daughter. If she don't stop before she get ahead, she gonna be jacked up if she start thinking like you and her mother. I feel sorry for her. And I never ever wanted to bring Kamara into this, but Kamara brought herself into this not knowing exactly what's going on, not knowing the hurt and pain of that family. I remember a video where Kamara said that they were good people. You know what I'm saying? And why do y'all call them the other side? They're people. You remember in your Q&A, your mom was behind the camera? But all of a sudden, they're beefing now? I can't get it. Children stay in a child's place. You don't want to get in the line of fire. These people have been minding their own business. Of course, they fucking mad. The man ain't coming from hating. It's what's been done. Allegedly. Everything in this video is for entertainment purpose only. So let me just play a little bit because she was talking, and the girlfriend spoke. She was just basically upset about everybody coming into her DM saying that, you know, she need to run. Like, we have been telling these ladies this, you know, unless you're there for not so good motives, then you know what I'm saying? Then we understand why you stand, because that's exactly why CJ even graces the internet with him, is because he's not there. He's not coming to the internet with real true motives. You know what I'm saying? He's not truthful. He's not real. He's he's a messed up person, a real fake person. Okay? And he's teaching his daughter to be like that. You know, to play her role and do what's he wants her to do. Right? So him.
My daughter is very hot, as you can tell. She is very upset, and I feel her pain. Hopefully, you guys are still watching, do too. Now, just to jump on this one more time, this is not in any way going to be the type of content we put out. This is a one-hitter quitter. We're only doing this because we are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being lied on. As you can hear my daughter's voice, she sounds like she's about ready to cry over this. So that's
CJ, this is your situation, not Kamari, not your girlfriend. It was your situation. Why do you always have to have people to double team up on them? You talk about every single one of them. You bashed them. You did them dirty. But you got to have people that really ain't got a fight in this. You know what I'm saying? That had to make themselves, insert themselves in it just by a child saying something to another child that they once was cool and cared about each other. Sad. You are a pitiful father. And if don't nobody, you're an epitome of it. I see through the bull crowd. It's more fathers that have less, do way better than you. Way better than you.
That's how you know she's not playing no games. And I think Kay feel the same way.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so annoying getting DMs, comments, talking about, you know, your daughter's going to be next. First of all, he's very respectful with my daughter. He's respectful with me, with my family. Like, I just don't see that. Those allegations.
Been in a car accident? Here's exactly how to get every...
See that those allegations were dropped. Obviously it was fake, so you guys can stop commenting, sending me messages. I feel very comfortable around CJ to have my kids around him. My daughter loves him, so there's nothing weird going on.
Okay, I did forget she said that it was fake. I do understand you, CJ, so girlfriend, because you really don't know what's going on, but you're not obligated to sit up here and say what's fake and what's real, because you really do. You do look fake. You look fake. You look like you've been doing some fake stuff with your body and your face too, because it's all blowfished out just like the other ones before. But you don't get to tell nobody what's fake. I applaud you for not, but that's an insult to Royalty and her family. You may not have bashed them like CJ did, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you didn't motherfucking know what the fuck, like, or you just simply just don't care. You just saying any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You really need to take that shit back, because you can't. You weren't even there. You wasn't there. And if you're gonna sit up here and let this man manipulate you too, you do have a daughter, and you, regardless of what, you need to be careful. You have not been around him long enough to know any signs of anything that he would do. Do y'all not remember Royalty been with him almost going on 10 years? To y'all little funky little years and little months, and what, you been with her a couple of months, couple of weeks? What? Y'all looking like a family now. And this is why you can't go for every guy that has money. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So that fake and what you said, that's not cool. You don't downplay what somebody else has been through. You know what I'm saying? Like that. People were just trying to warn your ass. You don't want the warning, then just keep doing what you're doing. Just like with Lexi and the other chick. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Just, deal with that. His demons are going to rub off on you. His manipulation is going to rub off on you. His narcissistic ways is going to rub off on you. None of those traits are good. And trust me, don't have any kids because it's running the family. This is a generation. Thank God Royalty is the way that she is. She can rebuke that out of her kids. But this one, her mother is the same as her dad. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? She took on the trait. Kamarden took on the trait. And she wants to be manipulated at this point. And there's nothing else we can do about it. We felt bad. I felt bad, and I really like Kamari. I wish she would have stayed out of it. I wish, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they was waiting for that moment. And they got it now. They were waiting for that moment where these children will go back and forth. So I'm not finna stay on this video all day. I do have to download this video and get it scheduled to come out. So, guys, I really like this family. I really love you so, Royalty and her children. I think Royalty is so beautiful, and I think they have taken a lot over the years, the 10 years that her and CJ was together, and these last 2 years that they weren't together. And it's sad what this family has to go through. I pray that Kamari or anybody that I pray that no one will have to go through this situation, that's speaking ill about this family. And then yet you will see what this family had to go through. Emotions are up and down. And I would not give any of you people any of my hurt or pain when you speak ill about me like that. So I understand where Royalty coming from. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't do anything like that. But I would want the message to get out there, because I don't want to. Why show people that don't give a fuck about me my emotions? And for them coming over here, they're content creators, and the shit came onto the internet, and they had to explain themselves. If you don't like it, click off. And I'm out. I'm about to go, because this whole situation with these kids is sad. And CJ, you keep doing it. You keep starting shit. Let's see how long you keep they name out your mouth now. All right, everybody. If you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Tell me how you like the video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.